All right, Tyler. So Bordner has this thing, the 5 Ps of Bordner Prime coverage. Can you just tell us what those are real quick?
Yeah, so we've got priority service, we've got preventative maintenance, we have price savings, purchase guarantee, and the people of Bordner, the men and women that make up our company.
Okay, awesome. Would you mind just like taking us through each one of those and breaking it down, unpacking it just a little bit on what each one of those means?
Yeah, so first one, priority service. So being a Bordner Prime member, you're going to get priority emergency services. So if there's a big storm that comes through, you had some hail damage or some wind damage, you're going to be one of the first ones in line, bumped up to the front within a 24-hour time frame of us getting out there and taking a look and diagnosing. So, generally during those hailstorms or big windstorms that we have, we're getting loaded with calls. Everyone in the city's having an issue, but you as a Prime member get moved right up to the front, and we're out first. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Next one, preventative maintenance.
Yeah.
And, kind of like we've talked about, making sure everything stays sealed. We want to make sure that your home is watertight because that is what a roof is for. So preventative maintenance, just walking around, making sure everything's sealed. No other issues.
Yeah.
That's that preventative maintenance.
All right,
part.
great.
Price savings. Again, being a Bordner Prime member, you save quite a bit of money just in the membership itself. It's a lot cheaper than having us out every now and then, every 5 years, as well as the 20% off of any kind of big project, remodel, service, or repair. So price savings is, again, that was the big one. That's a good one.
Right, yeah.
Yep. And then purchase guarantee. So purchase guarantee, that can kind of vary by project, but essentially most of the big remodel projects that we do offer like lifetime warranties on workmanship. So that just guarantees, we've been around 37 years at this point. We're not going anywhere.
Right.
So if there ever is an issue with the way that we installed something, we'll be right there. We'll own it and we'll fix it. There have been so many times where we've come back to a house 8 years later, 10 years later, and hey, not everybody's perfect.
Sure.
Sometimes you miss, bird block, or you miss some ice and water shield on a section.
Right.
And I've had plenty of those where I go, hey, we didn't do this right. We need to make it right because it's what we promised. So we'll make sure it's backed up for life.
That's awesome. Man.
Yeah. And the next one's people.
Yeah.
The people that work at Bordner, we have our core values that our company's designed: kind, fair, protective, receptive, driven, and with integrity. And the way that they hire, at Bordner, and the people that work there, they hold those really tight.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of who they are.
Right.
So we are really in this, we care for people.
Yeah.
We care for their property.
Yeah.
I'd want the same, if someone was at my house looking at something, I'd want them to take as much care as they could with my home to make sure it's watertight. And
For sure.
that's really why we're there.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to make, even, if you have an issue there and I can fix it, I'm going to try and do so, because I don't want water coming into your house.
Of course.
I don't want you to have to deal with that.
Right.
So yeah, we just care. The people that work here, they're all very good, good people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know in my experience with Bordner so far, like in a day and age and culture where it seems like more and more, I don't know, customer service tends to be not as high of a priority. Man, Bordner's doing a lot of things right in that department, so that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's
you also
great.
get to talk to a real person. You
Right?
don't get the robot on the phone.
That's
So
right.
we've got a call center that answers calls, and they get it to the right people that need it. So
Awesome. Great. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is great information so far, Tyler. So if I'm interested, they're interested. To get Bordner Prime, how does the pay structure work? Am I paying monthly? Am I paying annually? What does that look like?
So both options. We have both options. There's an annual payment option. You just want to pay once a year. Generally those are the bigger amounts. And then you have a monthly option. Both, depending on whether you have an asphalt roof or a tile. Those prices are a little bit different just because they're definitely different materials and processes for each style.
Yeah.
But actually our monthly payment for Bordner Prime is cheaper if you paid monthly than if you paid all annually.
Okay.
And it's a little backwards. 'Cause a lot of those bigger, corporate companies do the cheaper annual if you pay all at once. But the monthly is a little bit cheaper. We just want to make sure we're there, we're taking care of you. I think that's it.
Great. Excellent. All right. So say I get on Bordner Prime. What do I need to do? How do I stay on that yearly tune-up schedule, maintenance, all that? Like how do I go about making that happen? What's the process there?
Sure. Yeah, so as soon as you sign up for Bordner Prime, you get into our database, and what we do from there is, when it's that time to come check out the roof, sometime within that year, we'll send you a reminder that says, "Hey, you're due." We'll reach out and figure out the best time around that time frame to come out and do that 20-point inspection, that preventative maintenance, but also if you need us out there sooner, like if you had a storm or something, again. Give us a call. Let us know you're a Bordner Prime member.
Yeah.
Give us the name and the address, and we'll send somebody out to see what's going on.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Sounds pretty easy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, good deal. Well, Tyler, thanks so much for taking time and spending time with us and talking to the people and answering their questions. Look, if you have a roof, apparently is what it sounds like, you got to get hooked up with Bordner. Check out their Bordner Prime. You're going to save money. You're going to save time. Get on in there. Check them out. Go see Tyler and all the other great folks at Bordner. Thanks again. Thanks for checking us out. We'll catch you next time.